Let me go ahead and pull it up. So I'm just gonna play maybe 1 or 2 games of Vornixlex just to warm myself up. I just got off of work. And then we'll go into pulling our mystery commander from some booster packs. Hopefully we get someone good. I still have my list of all the other commanders that we've pulled since the newest set came out that I can also use. So if we get any duplicates, I'll use one that I've already pulled before in the past. Tiamat, wonderful. I love starting my afternoon with a very easy, very gentle commander to go against. I'll keep this hand just because of the lands. Unfortunately, I don't have any mana rocks, so we'll just have to wait till we get Gala out. Let me pull up my chat real quick. Pop out. Perfect. And hopefully I'm live. It looks like I'm dropping frames, so if that happens, please tell me. Let's go ahead and get Gala Greeters out. We have, let's see, Massive Might. Okay, so we have some really nice spells. We have Nissa, which we can play a turn before we play Vornixlex, so I'm okay with that. I'll be honest though, is this the one that makes it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? They're 3 turns away from playing their commander. I'm not doing so hot. Let's see, next. I don't have any other critters to put out, so I guess we'll just have to wait. To do Inscription Abundance for its kicker, I'll need a total of 5 mana. 2 more turns, but it might be worth it. Frickin'. Oh, do I have anything? Let's see, I could put 2. Resolve. I guess we'll just discard a land for now. Which mana do they need to transform? A bolus. 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 4, 5. Again, 2 turns away from doing that as well. I do not have anything to do. I guess what I could do is swing with Gala, and if he blocks but doesn't have anything to spend his 1 mana on, I could get rid of him, and it might be worth it at this point. Let's see if he even blocks. Nope. Man, he saw that coming at least. It didn't really matter because it's 4 damage in the air. Can't use Gala to block. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could have made it a 5/5 though. That could have gotten rid of him. I have a feeling once Tiamat gets on the board, I'll be done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he can either, at this point next turn, he can either transform Noko Bolas or he can play Tiamat. Which I absolutely hate. But we do have this. Let's see. For a target artifact or enchantment. He has +2, draw 2, -3, 10 damage to target creature or planeswalker. -4, graveyard to the battlefield. He doesn't have any. My guess is that if I play a planeswalker, he is going to he's deal damage to it. So I'm gonna save Nissa for just a moment. Target non-creature permanent on top of its owner's library. So Primal Command is not gonna help in this case. For 5. I guess we'll just swing with 1, see what he does. This would have been a fantastic bluff if I called it. So I think what I'll do, maybe we can pressure him to transform. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Let's see. We will do... Go ahead and create this. Let's do the tap treasure. Bucky, hi. Happy Wednesday. We are warming up with Vornixlex before we do the mystery commander because I literally just got off work. So he could transform. That would give me an extra turn, say from Tiamat. The -3 means I can swing in and deal all that damage to Nicol Bolas. So he won't stay on the board too long. The only thing is that he could also play Tiamat. Well, he could play Tiamat and then just swing in the air for 4. I didn't think of that. And I'm all tapped out, so I can't. Yeah, can't do anything about it. Completely forgot that if I played Nissa for the completed cost, he would come in with fewer counters. So kind of a bummer there. I missed the stream on Friday for a very good reason. I forgot. To be fair though, valid reason. I cannot tell you how many times I have had to use that reason. He is gonna transform, okay. I can't see him not getting rid of Nissa. I also cannot see him not getting rid of Nissa. Okay. Alright. I'll take it. So Vortex has haste. He recognize that? Let's play Vortex first, then we'll do the +1. We'll go now that we have Vortex, let's go ahead and get the counters on. Artifact or enchantment, not too worried about that. Let's create another creature though. Now we'll create the tapped treasure token. And 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 3, just kidding. 4 to face, 9 to Nicol Bolas. I'm completely okay with how that turned out. Fine by me. Why didn't he attack Nissa first? I don't know. You are actually, yeah, you're right. He could have swung and then transformed. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, now he's playing Ugin. He's gotta do the -3 to either get rid of Vernaclex or Nissa. Oh no, he can't do that. And with 2, why did it come in with 2 counters? Is that oh, it's because of Vernaclex. I forgot what my commander does. My word. Okay, I feel warmed up. Kind of a bummer I did not look at my daily quests before I started, so I got pretty much no progress made, but that's okay. That's okay. The main menu item of the day, we'll go ahead and I did get the remastered Innistrad packs. I do want to keep collecting Phyrexia Planeswalkers, so yeah, we're gonna start with the Phyrexia packs. Actually, no, you know what we should do? We should take advantage of the golden packs because I'll be honest, I only saved these for our Mystery Commander streams, and we haven't done one in a while, so we have 5 packs. I freaking love Vernaclex as well. He's a fantastic commander. Once you get him on the board, amazing. Okay, first commander. What the heck? Oh my gosh. We got choices. So I was going to say first commander that we pull will build that deck, but we already got 2, and Dugon I will take. We have Vraska. Oh, this is the one. I think this Vraska is the one that I almost crafted a few videos ago and then chose not to. So we could go mono black. I do have a few cards on hand for a mono black deck. This is the proliferation deck as well. And her ultimate is if target player has fewer than 9 poison counters, they get a number of poison counters equal to the difference. So I'll be honest, I'm leaning towards her. We have Koth, Fire of Resistance, so mono red. Search your library for a basic mountain card, reveal it, put in your hand and shuffle. So that's actually a +2. His -3 deals damage to target creature equal to the number of mountains you control, not bad. His ultimate is you get an emblem with whenever a mountain enters the battlefield under your control, this emblem deals 4 damage to any target. I will be completely honest. I'm going to go Vraska. Easy decision. However, Koth, I would not mind constructing. What the heck? I would not mind constructing a deck with him. So let's just get rid of here. Let's get rid of this Vernaclex deck. Completely forgot that I was maxed out on decks. Now we'll create our commander deck. I'm excited. I have very few wild cards, so we might have to open some decks later on. Let's get Raska in here. So first thing first, let's get all of our toxic critters out. I know I have the rats. 100% I know I have the rats. Actually, what? See, I was thinking, well, maybe would a rat tribal deck work? Well, there's no guarantee that I would draw the Rat King, so we can add him for sure. The toxic, flying, toxic 1, toxic 2, I'll take. When it dies, proliferate, I'll take. Death touch, menace, toxic 2. Okay, give us all the toxic. Do I have any of the older Vraskas? You could cheat and use a black-green older Vraska as your commander and then put this one in the 99. I could. Honestly, I mean, there's no rules to the mystery commander setup that I have because it's just whichever commander I pull. I'm gonna say though, probably for the sake of mystery commander, I'll probably, in my heart, I feel like that would be cheating. So I'm gonna stick with this Vraska, but that's good to know. I did not realize that she was black-green. But that's okay. I've crafted a lot of these cards before, so we should be fine. Let's do done mover. The battlefield. Yeah, okay, so we got toxic. Well, we also have this Phyrexian zombie. No benefits to this deck, so let's move on. Let's grab all of our proliferate spells. In black, I don't know how much that's gonna be. Enters the battlefield or dies. And you proliferate. Well, her 0 is proliferate, so yeah. Go ahead and throw that in. Drown and Ichor. Whisper of the Dross, sure. Okay, so we have proliferate. We have toxic. What else? I guess we should put in removal. I suppose. Dark ritual, of course. Trying to think of what else. Let's go ahead and grab some removal. Let's grab all of the card shenanigans. I'm trying to see all of them. I need to protect. The thing is that I need to include protection for Vraska. I hope I'm saying her name right. Here's the thing though, I don't play a lot of mono black. The black that I do play in Magic, I usually pair with another color, so see, there's a 4 mana 6/6 demon that has oil counters. It is really good if you can proliferate it. Oh, okay, so let's look into the ones with oil counters. Now, I don't think, okay, add Wormcoil Engine for the heck of it. Is it Archfiend of the Dross? Yes. Remove an oil counter from it at the beginning of your upkeep. Then if it has no oil... Ooh. Oh, okay. I gotcha. Then if it has no oil counters on it, you lose the game. Whatever creature component dies, its controller loses 2 life. Ooh, spicy. I mean, considering that Vraska can proliferate every single turn, I'm not too worried. So we will put him in. That is pretty darn intense. Let's see. Let's do Dreams of Steel and Oil. Let's take a look. What about any of our Death Touch? Those can usually be good blockers. Bullfly Swarm. It is flying, so we can enchant it to give it toxic. The Mist's Gift could come in handy. Evolved Sleeper. We'll add Evolved Sleeper. Pretty straightforward and nice in every deck that I put it in. Vorpal Sword, I love. Let's see, we could do Death Touch Life. Okay, maybe add some vampires. Yawgmoth, if you have him. I'll be honest, I don't know if I have him. Oh! Oh, heck yeah, I do. I'm assuming you're talking about this one. That's the only one I have. I'll add him. Do I have any others? Let's see. Oh, there's this one. Night of the Ebon Legion works well with proliferate. Right. Okay, so we also have Thrawn, Physician. Pay 1 life, sacrifice another creature. Oh, pay 2, discard a card, proliferate. I would have to get a mythic wild card, which is not impossible. I do have plenty of decks. But not this one, okay. Dang it. I have seen this card. I do not have it. Let's see. Although, to be fair, I mean, whenever our creatures deal combat damage to one of our opponents, we can pay life to draw a card. I'm not opposed to keeping him in. Thrawn, Physician, yeah. Let me wait on him. Let me wait on him and see what else we can throw out there. If we're doing proliferation, I wouldn't be opposed to adding more planeswalkers. Hang on, let me filter this out. I want to try to avoid crafting and spending my wild cards. Okay, so we can throw in Ugin, Liliana. Yes, we're not playing with vampires. I'm gonna say no to Sorin. Not necessarily playing with artifacts though. Speaking of artifacts, I should probably go grab my mana rocks right now. Before I do, let me get Knight there. Okay, so Mox Amber. What other throw in there? Giada's. Okay, let's do Giada's Gift and is it? I cannot. The Home of the Host. I cannot remember the name of it. But the one that copies your critter. Because any time I put in Giada's Gift, I have to play my duplication artifact. Where is it? Home of the Host. I was right. Absolutely. I freaking love it. Ground position is very good, but since you don't play mono black much, you probably not worth crafting. I'm not opposed to playing it more in the future. It's just putting it as one of the 100 cards in a commander deck. Again, you also make a good point. I don't typically play mono black. If I can, I'd like to get away with the cards that I already have. But again, considering that I don't usually play mono black, I don't think I'm going to have enough cards to merit a competitive Vraska deck. Yeah, I did add Key to the archives. Because, hot dang, after playing that Oswald deck, what was it, last week's stream? Or 2 streams ago? Oh, I am in love. Charles, hello, happy Wednesday. Revenge of Ravens. Let me look that one up. Before I do, let me just double check, make sure I got all my color lists. Portal to Phyrexia, I have a ton of fun with, so I'm just gonna add that in there for X and giggles. Command Tower, why not? Don't need it, but not opposed. Revenge of Ravens. Yes. Absolutely. Oh, but the mono decks that I have played, you know what? Mono decks I have throw in what is it called? Something blood. It's that combo. Exquisite blood. Throw this one in here. Blood on the slow. Forgot about that. I do need to get Snowlands if I'm gonna play Blood on the Snow. With Exquisite Blood, we need goodness. I cannot remember the names of them. I know that they deal with gaining life. They're critters. I can sort through that. Is it? It's the 2 critters where if your opponent loses life, you gain life, or it's vice versa. Okay, Marauding Light Priest is one of them. And then there's a second one, Veto. Yeah, we'll just throw those in there. While I'm looking at it, Murderous Rider, yes. Throw that in as well. Let's do... think of what would work best with Vraska. I'm thinking maybe just throwing in a bunch of Death Touch and removal. Oh, Meat Hook Massacre. How did I forget about Meat Hook Massacre? Hang on. Definitely not a critter. Throw that in there. Massacre Worm. My goodness, keep these suggestions coming. I love it. Blood artist. Boom. Love it. Oh, sign in blood comes in handy quite often. Let's see, Nykthos. I don't know if I have that card. Nykthos. What does it look like? Is it Shrine to Nyx? Let's see, I can tap, add a colorless, pay 2, tap, choose a color, add an amount of mana of that chosen. Oh my word. We can go ahead and how am I saying this for the first time? We'll go ahead and craft this. I can put this in every deck I have. Sanguine Offering. I know I have that. Do I? Hang a minute. What is... Do I have any other filters? I don't. Do I not have Sanguine Offering? It sounds so familiar, so I feel like I'm actually not seeing Sanguine Offering. Is it going by a different name? Ayara is really good too. I think I was looking at her earlier. I guess, oh, cancel. We do have plenty of room in our deck because of the lack of cards that I have, so I'll go ahead and throw her in. Hot oven? Charles, what is that? Wait, what? Well, I can look at Gary, but that doesn't sound like a... Oh, it might not be an arena. See, but it sounds so familiar. And nowadays I primarily play arena, so I feel like where would I have seen it if not arena? Charles, I have no idea what you're saying when you say cat oven and Gary. Okay, so we have 12 spots open. While I'm thinking about it, before I forget, because I always do this, let me go ahead and grab those snowlands. Then did I do 37 cards? 37 lands, I mean. That my only snow swamp? I feel like I should have at least 2 versions. That's okay though. Cauldron Familiar and Witch's Oven. Gary is Gray Merchant. I have never heard of those phrases. To be fair though, I don't think I've played with that combination of cards. That's probably why I've not heard it. Okay, let's do Cauldron Familiar. I'm guessing I don't own it. Oh, is this an infinite combo? Because I have seen Cauldron Familiar being used against me. That is not how you spell witches. Sacrifice a creature, create a food. Then Cauldron is sacrifice a food, return Cauldron. Yes. Ooh, it would be fun. And then Gray Merchant. Ooh, is that one on Arena? Or maybe it's... Yeah. It's American. When it enters the battlefield, each opponent loses X life, where X is your devotion to black. I will take that gladly. You'll want to add Hive of the Eye Tyrant in the black lands. Let me grab... I believe I have Hive. The black man. Which one is... Whoops. I'm assuming you mean Abandoned Mire. Okay, so we have this. We are at 93 cards. Let's go ahead and craft all. Okay, any other thoughts, suggestions? What enchantments do I have that would work? Let's see. At the beginning of your end step, choose a creature with the least toughness. This would be good for some removal, especially if they build wide. Especially if I'm going against something like Scute Swarm. Let's do... what we can do Bastion of Remembrance. That would actually work good with the cat oven situation that we have going on there. Oh, Black Market Connections, especially with some of the life gain that we have going on. I will throw that in as well. Skyfall, oh, no worries. Take your time. What the heck is this? Whenever an opponent casts a spell, that player loses 5 life unless they discard a card. I don't even remember grabbing this card, but I will throw it in, might as well. That curve is so beautiful. So flat. Let's see. We have plenty of Phyrexians. Have our Snowlands. I think maybe we could add... What instances do we have? Sacrifice a creature, draw 2 cards. We'll add Village Rites. With creatures dying. Oh, with creatures dying. Could add the one that makes the decayed zombies. I clearly know my card names. When is it? Where is he? It's either 2 costing or 3 costing. Jadar, that's who I'm thinking of. I have fun with him too. I can't believe I forgot his name. Let's see. We could do Skyclave Shade. It can't block. But if we put Toxic on it, but I don't know how consistently we can do that. Very Specialist though, hang on. I kind of want to put in Slaughter Specialist. I'll throw her in, she's very helpful. Shouldred and Invoke Despair. Let me go ahead and grab those. I'm assuming you mean the Apocalypse. What is this one? 2 costing instant. Oh, okay, alright. I'm pretty sure you did not mean to suggest this card, but I'm gonna throw it in anyways. I love those sacrificial options. I'll take that. Invoke Despair. Sacrifices a creature. If they can't, they lose 2 life and you draw a card. Ooh, repeat this process. I like it. I love it. Oh, we are actually over. I was not paying attention to the cards I have. Okay, let's see. I still want to add your suggestions though. So Phyrexian, Obliterator. Apparently I have to be more specific. Let's see. The 4 costing 5/5 horror whenever source steal. Yes. Whenever a source deals damage. I've gone up against this card before. I know that there was a video I had. And all I remember was that I was playing a Boros deck. I was playing against this one. This was like over a year ago, but I'm sure the video is still here somewhere. And I remember I blocked all my critters on this one because I didn't know what shenanigans they were going to put out there. And I figured, you know, I'm about to win the game. And I completely misunderstood the card because then all my creatures did all that damage to him and I had to sacrifice everything. Basically, my board was clean. I don't even know if I had any lands by the end of it. And I screwed that game up. All that to say, I will add him. Let's see. Underworld Dreams. Let me add that one. Underworld Dreams. Clearly, I do not have it. Whenever an opponent draws a card. Ooh. Yeah. Deals 1 damage to that player, so we'll throw that in. So we just have to get rid of 5 cards. So I'm going to throw out some of the cards that I added that I wasn't quite sure. Starting with, where is she? Water Specialist we'll get rid of. Let's see. What expensive cards can I get rid of? I guess technically I could get rid of Portal. I love Portal so much though. Worm Coil Engine. I'll keep just because in the end I'm paying 6 for 3 different blockers, all of which have either Death Touch or Lifelink or both, so I think value is good. Ugin creates blockers. Blood, pain 3. Value 3 or less to your hands. I'll keep that. Underworld Dreams might be an early cut. Let me find that again. I don't, there it is. Okay, so I'll cut that one. I do want to keep Veto and Marauding Blight Priest. On the off chance I grab Exquisite Blood at the same time, I feel like it increases chances. That combo right there. We'll keep all of our Toxic. Archfiend of Frost I want to keep. Phyrexia Obliterator. I think what I'll probably do, I'll keep Revenge of the Ravens. Again, it's really helpful when we have, was it Blood? And it can protect Vraska. Menace, Toxic 2. I guess what we could do, because I'm not going to use Helm of the Host unless I can get Giada's Gift out. Let's get rid of Helm of the Host and Giada's Gift. That's 2 paired together. Wormcoil Engine and possibly Portal. I guess I could take away one of them. We're at 101 cards. So I guess the question is, which one would I rather keep? Kind of leaning towards I want to keep Wormcoil Engine. That's my thought. Although Portal to Phyrexia could grab creatures from my own graveyard that I use to chump block, save Vraska. So actually, let's keep Portal. I'll get rid of Wormcoil Engine. Am I adding counters? That is a good question. I know I have some. I don't think I have. I have some early counters, honestly, not really. Mox Amber, you have very few legendary creatures. True. But my commander is a planeswalker, so I can still use it. I could get rid of Mox. I could keep Mox Amber and replace one of my other mana rocks though. 37 swamp. I could go down to 36. I only put 37 just because that's what the game was telling me to do when I replaced them with snow-covered swamps. But we're at a 100 right now. Let's see. We have more non-creature spells than creature spells, so I'm going to say let's try this out, see what happens, and we can tweak it from there. If I get too much land, I will 100% go down to 36 and throw in an additional card. But let's try this one out. Let's see. Mox Amber doesn't help you get your commander out though. It doesn't, unless of course I have one of the other few legendary creatures on the battlefield. However, if my commander is out, it does help with some of the more expensive spells. Especially if I play my commander for its completed cost to get it out earlier. But we'll see. Let me remember to switch the decks. If we do update the deck, I will take out Mox Amber. That can be one of my first cuts. See though. Hopefully it doesn't put us up against Tiamat. That would be absolutely horrible. And if y'all don't mind, I'm just gonna snack. I'm a bit hungry. Okay, Soul of Windgrace. And we also have our handy dandy command tower because we clearly need that. Oh, I love it. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. First creature will be Blightbelly Rat. Perfect. We got Toxic. We're playing a whole bunch of lands. Don't need the Edict out. Let's just put Blightbelly Rat. Next turn, I guess it depends on if they do play. I'm not gonna play a creature. So what I can do is I can say Shieldred's Edict, if I'm saying that right. For when they play Solo Windgrace. Unfortunately, it's gonna give them an opportunity to get out on the board again. Oh, you know what? We could do Staff of Completion. Let's throw that out there. Let's see, and we're still at 25 life. I feel like we're sitting pretty. We can proliferate the toxic counters. Add color, draw a card. Let's go ahead and we could also throw a whole bunch of proliferation out. We play Vraska. Oh, we can't play her next turn. Yeah, I'm thinking of having them sacrifice Soul to slow them down. Let's go ahead. Let's draw a card though. Clearly that helped a whole bunch. Okay, let's go ahead and throw this out. Non-token creature. They have to sacrifice Soul, so that buys us a little more time. The 2 minute out at the moment. I did not play. Oh, I did play a land this turn. We'll go ahead. We'll swing. The thing is that I don't know if I should be using Staff of Completion for the proliferation to increase the poison counters. Or to draw a card. I'm assuming they're going to target that one. Let's use it to... Oh, let me use it to draw some extra cards. We'll just do that. Perfect. Oh my goodness. Oh, yes. Forget my freaking commander. Let's get Obliterator out. Please do not counter. Please. Thank you. No, thank you. Dang it. Oh, at least I drew. And I got some removal out of their hand. Was that exile target creature or planeswalker? I'm okay. I'm okay with that. At least I got rid of some removal. If I had known, or rather, if I had thought about the presence of removal, I would have played Vraska first. I'd rather her get sacrificed than Obliterator. It's also kind of a bummer that he is also exiled, so I cannot bring him back with Portal. Not too shabby though. We have okay, so now we have plenty of lands, so we can definitely cut lands. Oh yes, Charles. Yeah. They're one of those. Let's see, what can we do? Where creature attacks. We could do the proliferation. I think what we'll do is we'll do this. We won't have any other mana to play any other spells. So we won't play her for the completed cost. Let's go ahead and get her proliferated. Let me just... Oh, it's still going. Maybe it's a glitch. I don't know. Can you still do this after the game? I don't know if it's gonna show up. I'm assuming it does. I think it's hilarious that he kept talking after the game was over, but that worked out perfectly. I will say, let's go ahead and take out Mox. Yeah, we can take out Mox Amber. Do we take out just one land, or should we take out one land and Mox Amber? That's the question. Vraska is -2 to get rid of his commander. What is her minus? It's not that I didn't read my cards before playing. But the truth is that I did not read my cards before playing. I didn't even read her -2. All I was so focused on was that ultimate. That is nice. Okay, I see that. Yeah, opponent was a little bit, I won't lie. Take out both and add back in the cards you want. Okay, so we'll take out that plus 1 land. Watch this next game be the game that I'm mana screwed. Let's see. Let's do... What this? Let's get some more removal out. Think we have 2 extra spots. Well, we could do removal or we could add Death Touch. Critters as blockers. So that is also an option. That's the thing. I'm unfamiliar with this color's meta. So I'm kind of lost. I won't lie. Okay, 2 costing, destroy target non-artifact creature. That's... It's only ineffective if we go up against a purely artifact deck, which I feel like we don't often come across. Take out the commander. The command tower snow-covered swamp is better in a mono black deck. I forgot. I forgot that I added him. Okay, so let's go back up to 37. Well, 37 swamp plus the others. That should be fine. Oh, okay. Inferno Grasp will add 1 more removal. Because I feel like that's the one thing that I did not focus on. Okay, offer immortality. I would not mind that as well. I feel like I'd rather have them removal. Let's see, Sap Vitality is pretty nice. I've used it quite a bit. You could put the Worm Coil engine back in. I could. Let's see, I can also play Trespasser's Curse. That works great for the Exquisite Blood combo. I could also, let's see, I could do reduce hand size. So many options. Let's see, Go for the Throat is great in 99% of matchups. Okay, Go for the Throat. Okay, I'll add it. We'll try. Again, I think it's perfectly fine unless we come up against like a 100% artifact deck, which I rarely find myself playing against artifacts. Watch this be the game that I play against an artifact deck. Moment of truth. Do not remember him. I've seen him, don't remember what he does. Freaking perfect. I will take this. Okay, when old Retstein enters the battlefield, upkeep, mill a card. The land card is milled that way, create a treasure. The creature card is milled this way, create a 1/1 green insect token. If a non-creature, non-land card is milled this way, create a blood token. So he's cool about the mill. I'm okay with that. I think. For now, I'm okay with it. If they have removal, which one would I rather them get rid of? I'd rather them get rid of Mir. Actually, no. I take that back. I'd rather them get rid of Jadar. Because Mir can give me mana, and it has Toxic. Jadar, I just realized, reading this, I just realized Decayed creatures can't block, so they can't be blockers. So, kind of a bummer. I don't have a way to proliferate just yet, so I'm gonna save Trust. Let's go ahead. Pay 2 life, add 1 mana of any color, or I can go ahead and put a poison counter on him. I kind of want to get the poison counter started. Just so that when I do proliferate, I have poison to proliferate. Freaking bats, man. Okay, well, it was worth a shot. Okay, so he mills at the beginning of his upkeep. And he has something in his hands. See. Again, I don't have to proliferate. I could get rid of him. Oh, you know what? I should have gotten rid of him and then played and then swung. Oh, it's on me, so we'll play Relic. And then regardless of if we get lands, we can still play Vraska if need be. The only bummer is that we don't have poison counters on him already. The upside, though, is that pulling out Vraska means I can bring this. I can bring Archfiend out. Oh, I just saw Portal go into it. Dang. And you may return a creature or land card from your graveyard to your hand. Why did he bring back this big one? My word, why did he just bring Command Tower? Okay, well, how about this? Why is it saying I can play? Oh, I see. Because I can tap Jadar for mana. I forgot Relic does that. So we'll go ahead and get rid of him on his end step so he can't play him. There's that extra land. So graveyard to hand. Return. Oh, 4, 5, 6. I could also get Ugin out as well. Trying to think. Let's see what removal he does have in hands. The game could also be passing priority because of blood token, so throw that out. Yeah, let's get Vraska out, and if she stays on the board, then sure, we'll put Dross out. Draw a card. You lose 1 life. Proliferate. I need. See, I knew it. So I gotta wait until they don't have any more of the removal. Because the one thing I want to avoid is putting Archfiend on the board, assuming that I can keep Vraska on the board long enough to proliferate. And here, okay, so now we have a 1/1 with Death Touch and Toxic. The only bummer is I can see them jump blocking with Silent Simulacrum, so actually we could go ahead and swing right here, see what he does. Yeah. At 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8. Go ahead and throw this one out. And I guess pay the life. Or play Ugin out for the blockers. Let's get Ugin out for the blockers. Next turn, if we can get a poison counter, we can go ahead and play Vraska to proliferate. Feeling absolutely fantastic right now. All I needed was a snack and a warm-up game, and I'm fine. They understand what I'm trying to do with the toxic counters. It's a bummer, but whatever. Let's go ahead. Destroy target permanent that's 1 or more colors. Why not? Should I have even looked at this? It's too late now. Can I play it for 8? Perfect. Proliferate. I just need to keep an eye on the fact that I am losing. Oh. Which again, it shouldn't be an issue. On wood. I'm trying to think of what they would have in hands to put me at a disadvantage. Because at this point, singular removal is not really gonna work. And binding. Not surprised. So, but again, they can get rid of one. They can't get rid of both. I would assume... Okay. I was gonna say, I'd assume they'd go after Ugin because I can't bring Ugin back. Fine with this, though. Let's see. Now the question is, I feel like we can keep binding on the board. That shouldn't be an issue. Ooh, I do want Yawgmoth, though. Pretty please. 8, so we could actually play Vraska again without life. Anything with Toxic, we have Toxic. Oh, and now we can bring back our Toxic critter. There we go. There we go. Kinda wish I had a laptop now. I'd jump on and challenge you. Bet. I'm assuming you're at work then, if you don't have your laptop with you. What to do? Let me think about what I need to do. I guess Blood Artist. I mean, I should have played Blood Artist before I swung because the zombies was decayed. But this is how I learn. I learned through hands-on experience. That's okay. I do think it's interesting they're not playing their commander. I completely forgot that your laptop broke. I just asked you about that. I am so sorry, Charles. Okay, but I feel like we're good here. I also just realized I'm playing up against the strongest Avenger, which is perfect. Next turn, he probably won't have any cards to... any creatures to give Death Touch to, so... I'm hoping we're just gonna pack it up here. Next turn, we would have 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12. Yeah, we'd be able to do 12 damage. So 2 turns away from doing lethal. And unless he can get rid of Ugin and play something, I can get rid of whatever critter he puts out as a potential blocker. Feeling pretty okay about it. On the plus side too, he's not spamming. But also at the same time, because he's not spamming, I don't know if he's still there or if he left the game, because I did read, because I was coming up against this a lot, and I did read that if you're playing on mobile especially, because it's so glitchy and you sometimes have to close out of it, it'll do this if they just leave the game, which I'm fine with. You currently have lethal because when the zombie dies, Blood Artist deals 1. Okay with it. Then yeah, maybe they did leave. Oh, that's all right. I completely forgot. I don't know why it took me so long to grab Blood Artist. Look at that. Beautiful. Is Massacre -2 to everything? I'm pretty sure it's just to all the creatures. Yeah, creatures your opponent control get -2/-2 until end of turn. Yep. I love that though. Okay, I'm feeling one more game in me. Because I feel like three solid games should be a perfect way to end this Wednesday. I also have a ton of gardening because it finally, the last frost passed. There shouldn't be any more below freezing nights, and so I can finally actually fill up my garden. So I have a date with my garden in a little bit. I'm not a huge fan of the fact that I only have 2 swamps in this hands. Although I have although I do have a lot of low costing cards. And we haven't had a problem with lands so far. I'll risk it. I'll risk it for the biscuit. We'll see how this goes. So I can play Cauldron Familiar first turn. I can also do Dream of Steel and Oil. Let's just see what you have in hand. What can I get rid of? Ooh, what commander are you playing with? Okay, Panharmonicon is just kind of a bummer. Let's get rid of Thassa. Thassa's gonna be a pain. Especially with Panharmonicon, especially with Yarok. Let's go ahead, put out 2. Cauldron Familiar. We have Drown in Ichor, which gives a creature -4/-4. A 3/5. This is a 2/1. 2. I'll just save it. I'm having a blast with this deck, absolutely. We can sacrifice Cauldron. Sacrifice Cauldron to draw 2 cards. I'm gonna do it for the lands. Because I don't think I'll be able to make it back if I miss a land drop. So there's our 3rd land. And I draw the oven, which is what I need. What the heck? Well, all I need to do is put 1 more creature on the board. Yeah, all I need to do is put 1 more creature on the board and then I can bring him back. Can't do anything else, so let's go ahead and draw the 2 extra cards. And, well, there's my creature. There is my creature. So I'm assuming all I need is Witch's Oven, Cauldron Familiar, and every time it enters the battlefield, they'll lose a life, I'll gain a life. So maybe, I'm looking at this right. They are playing with blue, so they could have counters. However, I can only see 1 card. I can see all but 1 card play. And they'll be all tapped out. Oh, but you know what? I don't have a way to untap Witch's Oven. Well, dang. Note that you can activate Witch's Oven at instant speed. Ooh, thank you for the heads up, Bobby, because I did not know that. Let's go ahead. You know what? Let's get Obliterator out right now. Because imagine get them to sacrifice land. I feel like using him to block a 2/1 with Death Touch is probably not the most efficient way of using him. But it would put them at a significant land disadvantage. So that would be okay. I think they get to choose, right? Yeah. They choose which ones they sacrifice. Okay. I'll 3 cards and return Walker. So we can bring back Cauldron Familiar. Let's throw this out as the land, and we can go ahead and throw out Vraska now if we want to. Same with activating Cat from Graveyard. Okay. This is super good to know. Afraid each opponent loses 2 life and you gain a life. I can also give Mire Triton -4/-4, but I don't have anything to proliferate. 4, 5. Let's go ahead and get Vraska on the board right now. Let's see. Also get rid of Mire Triton. Do I swing with Phyrexia and Obliterator? Oh, what do I do? Let's go ahead. Let's just proliferate. Let's try to keep her off the board. That's the land that I needed. Oh, hold that. I frickin' spent that land. I done goofed. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I wanted to get Vraska out. Then they'd have to sack 5 permanents. I think it's whenever a source deals damage to a Phyrexian Obliterator, that source's controller sacrifices that many permanents. So if I used it to block Mire Triton, because Mire Triton is only doing 2 damage to Phyrexia and Obliterator, they only have to sacrifice 2 permanents. That's how I understand the card. Also, pardon me, I'm gonna like a window real quick. Let's throw out another swamp. I made a mistake. That is my bad. Let's see. I do want to get rid of. I do really want to get rid of Yarok. Is it? Ooh, it's not. Okay, so if we do go for the throat for Yarok, we have 4 mana left. Let's do scheming first. That way we can also get that life gain that we need to offset the cost of Vraska's proliferation. Let's go ahead and throw out. Yeah, let's proliferate. Grab that extra life. If only we had poison counters on right now. At least now you can turn this commander into a treasure token. That's true. I have her armed and ready. Okay, next turn, let's see, you know what? Let's just, for funsies, let's swing in with 5. I was pretty sure they were not gonna block. But it would be nice to get them at a land disadvantage. I just realized they don't have any, oh, they have a swamp in hands. They need 7 more mana to recast Yarok. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're gonna play that swamp this turn. Next turn. Okay, thankfully it enters as quickly as they can. Oh. Question is, do I want to get rid of scheming Spirits? Spirits? I think that's how you say it. To bring out Cauldron Familiar. Granted, it would also give me the same life gain. I think the only downside is that the Cat Evan combo would prevent me from dealing damage to them. I will sacrifice scheming if they didn't decide to swing with Mire Triton. Oh, okay, I'll keep scheming out. Yeah, I definitely should have kept that channel lands. Let's see. We could do Revenge of the Ravens, which is solid. Singing Hive Master. There is my Toxic. Why didn't I play that earlier? Okay, so let's do this. Let's proliferate. We'll get Hive Master out. And then next turn, knock on wood, next turn we'll be able to put a Toxic counter on him, finally. And let's just go ahead for Hex and Giggles, let's put out Revenge of the Ravens. We'll go ahead and throw him out there, unless he can counter him. That would hopefully deter them from using Mire Triton to swing. But now the question is, do I swing with Phyrexia and Obliterator? I feel like if they didn't block that first time, I feel like they'd be hesitant to keep blocking with. Let's see. I could also see them blocking with one of their Mire Triton and then sacrificing the other one. Offset how much they will end up having to sacrifice, because I can imagine so few cards in hands. I feel like they would not want to sacrifice their lands. I feel like they would prioritize sacrificing their critters. Well, That is an issue. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. High life. Create a 4/4 rhino. Or put a shield counter. I could see them going for destroying Revenge of the Ravens and then putting a shield counter. Because both minor tritons have death touch. So putting a shield counter. The frickin'. Oh, they get to choose it again because of Panharmonicon. I frickin'. Dang it. Yeah, if I were them, I would put shield counters on both of the Myra Tritons. I feel like that would be like the perfect situation. So what I might do is I might just end up chump blocking, but then using Witch's Oven to sacrifice one of my chump blockers if they're gonna go for Vasca. Mario, happy Wednesday! Next time, swing before playing anything you're threatening. Veto giving life, which deals an extra 5 damage to them. That's true. That is true. Oh, you can turn the Titan into a treasure token, though. That's true. So that gets rid of a 7/7 with trample. Not a bad deal. Let's see. Death Touch, Toxic, -4, -4. So here's the thing. If I give this Myra Triton with a shield counter, if I give that -4, I get rid of it, regardless of the shield counter, correct? I'm hoping that's the case, because if I can get rid of a Death Touch with a shield on it, or let's break this. Yes. Okay, perfect. Ooh, I'm gonna leave Phyrexia Obliterator as a lesser now. Let's see. So would I guess if those 4/4 rhinos weren't there, I could swing it with Stinging Hive Master. I guess for now, let's throw in a Death Touch one of my own. And might as well. Might as well, unless they have a board wipe, but I do know that they already have a board wipe in their graveyard, so we shall see. So at this point, I'll sacrifice one of my critters. I can sacrifice Singing Hive Master, and I'd still get a toxic critter in return, though. So I am leaning towards that. Three, 4, 5, 7. We'll have 2 mana left over for Null Priest of Oblivion. But they won't be able to afford it for its kick cost. And they're not going to swing in with their rhinos, because I can block with my Obliterator. I could see them going from there. Oh, okay. Alright, I see you. I see you. What should I do, Cat Oven? The thing, I don't know. Well, what we can do is render Yarok useless. At least for one extra turn. So at this point... Oh, you know what? We can swing in with our Death Touch Toxic Boy. Start the Cat Oven? Okay, I'll start it this turn. Oh! Never mind. I will not start it this turn. That's the thing, though. I don't know when I would start this combo. I need something that untaps. Something that untaps artifacts. That's what I need. Ugh. Well, kind of a bummer that I couldn't do the Cat Oven, especially because I got it so early. Technically, I will say this. Technically, I could have done it. I just chose not to, so in the end, it ended up not mattering. Yeah, that's right, Charles. Win's a win. I appreciate y'all stopping by. I am going to end right here just because I'm feeling my allergies come on and I still have a ton of gardening to do. But I appreciated y'all stopping by. I will be completely honest. Y'all are gonna see more of this deck because I freaking love Raska so much. Um, maybe I will start crafting more mono back cards for decks like hers. It's solid. Y'all had so many good recommendations as well. So it worked out perfectly. We'll see her again later, but thank y'all so much for stopping by. I appreciate it, Charles, Bobby, and Mario. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your week. I know the next couple days are going to be busy for me, so we'll probably expect a video on Friday instead of the typical live stream. But just happy that I got to see y'all at least one day this week.